Real deal. What's the word, man? I'm back with another Real Deal video, and today I got a special Real Deal video for y'all, man. So look, we got a who committed a crime. Ex-cons rank themselves as far as their crimes. So this is gonna be crazy. I ain't never watched a video like this, so we trying something new. Yeah, man, smash that like button, that subscribe button. We roll to 5K. We finna hit it soon, for real. Real deal.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not. I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere. Go back. Listen.
Ranking crimes from least serious to most serious. Okay. They aren't allowed to say their time in a sentence. Okay.
He's too jacked. He's in the joint. You got a picture over here. Come on up.
Yeah, he was in there doing all push-ups.
But I think there's a little violence there. You stay right there. Right,
nah, she look crazy.
Oh, get here. Yeah. Okay. All right, that's fine.
Get in here.
Her on the end with the dress, she like she done killed somebody.
Unsuspecting. You'd probably be over here a little bit more.
Unsuspecting.
I would put you towards that side because you don't look like you've done anything too crazy.
Too crazy, right? Yeah, I agree. She looks innocent.
I'd come to you guys' side. Quiet ones always did a lot of times, so you haven't said a word. So, so you're probably in the right spot.
I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think and see if I can switch with Pops. Come over here with me, Pops. Okay. Well,
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, because he's been in the joint for a minute. Look how old he is.
I'm puzzled about, the tattoo, the way you talk.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about you down there.
Yeah, him right there, he did something for sure. I'll bring him up for sure.
With me? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see those tattoos.
My tattoos?
Yeah, let me see them.
Those are done on
You're
the street.
over here.
This is prison.
over here, right? See him over here.
Those are
Right
street. Tall guy with the hat.
I agree with this right here. This lineup right here.
I put that on least serious if it was me.
I'm with you.
I'll do that right there. No.
Drugs. Who cares about them?
Let's see. Anybody did enough time to have face tattoos?
I actually got a face tattoo
Oh, wait.
right here.
Oh, it's
Oh
covered
yeah, she done did some work in them streets, boy.
I'm telling you, there's that twerk. You're like a serial killer. Oh, you could have been.
Him right there, he needs to be moved up. I know he did some shit.
I would have a drink with you.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
But you got to go up there right now.
Yeah, you gotta
You
go
get
up
me
there.
nervous.
She definitely crazy.
Which side?
All the way,
over Pops?
all the way.
Okay.
Pop, you stay right there. You
I
can't
don't think
fool
she
me.
did that much of a serious
Come on,
crime.
Man, I don't think she
I think
murks
the
him.
last two should switch. I think he probably did the worst crime. She did the least worst crime.
Yeah, cause she too bubbly. She too bubbly.
That's my opinion.
Look, I'm gonna say this. She too bubbly to have like, you know what I'm saying? Like she too bubbly and laughy and smiley for her to be at the most serious. I feel like she in the middle between these last two blue and red shirt. But I definitely think he should be top 3. I think Pops did the most time. Then this girl right here, you know what I'm saying? The tattoos should throw it off. Then I would say it's this white dude with the tattoos, and I'll say black dude and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying?
She looks very like angelic, like innocent to me, and he just looks more rugged, like he's willing to do something a little more.
He got flames on the neck tattoo
opinion.
in the front of his neck.
Yeah, hand tattoos. She's like that nurse that killed somebody, though. You know, they kill him with the stuff.
You think everybody killed somebody, man?
When I was in prison, a lot of the dudes that were in there for serious crimes didn't look like they were in there for serious crimes.
cap.
If they looked like,
And he just gave it away. He was in prison. He didn't go to jail. He went to prison. So I would say I would move him up now. Now that he just spoke on that, I would move him up till about in the middle of red and the gray shirt for sure. Oh shit, my fault, y'all. Hold on.
the typical dude you would see in an office, I was like, that's a sex offender. I'd put you on like a bank fraud, forgery, burglary type of scenario. You've done time, but you've done lots of different stretches of time. Nothing crazy all at once is my guess.
Same.
A lot of people who did like really serious crimes, they end up finding their zen in prison. And so they'll just be this like calm aura about them. Or they've done so much time that they don't readjust well to the world. And then you catch an air of like, you know, that PTSD, that anxiety off people. And when people did a violent crime, that doesn't really tell you anything about their life, because that can be a 5-minute accident.
All right, this is a 48-minute video, girl. You tripping. Oh, shit. You about it, girl. Go to the next.
Are two women over here on the
The guy with the hat.
No, he's got a lot of murders, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's a shot
Trust
caller.
me, he's got a body.
Yeah, he got a body for sure. Old dude got a body for sure.
Here on the most serious.
Because women are like that. I mean, or they could be snakes, they could be tough, And they'll shank if they have to. I mean, they'll do what they got to do. And listen, bitches are bitches, man.
This gentleman over here has had some bad experiences with women.
He definitely has. He definitely
traumatized. Just about nothing he says about women aligns with my experience in prison, where almost everybody was there for less serious crimes.
Killing their babies and stuff?
Nah, man, they were fighting back against abusive men.
Don't get in that conversation.
Might be
don't get in that conversation.
what's going on over here.
Yeah, nah, he might be in abuse. He definitely got a domestic violence charge for sure. He got a domestic violence charge. I can see by the animosity in his voice and him arguing with her. He got an animosity charge. See, black dude right here, he quiet. So I feel like he did his time in prison. I know people like this. I feel like he did. Hold on, y'all. Quick break. Hello. Yeah, all right, we back. Yeah, I feel like he didn't found like he was in there. You see the chains around his neck? These are spiritual chains, like not those chains, but these are spiritual necklaces. So I feel like he did a crime, you know what I'm saying, where he sat in there. So I would put him in the middle, because he's like, yeah, I feel like he did a crime that made him sit in there and think, and he found his spirituality in there.
Then they say, oh man, he hit me because he's a big. That bitch hits me. I thought I hit her like a man. You
know, proving my point right
here. Yeah, he
domestic
violence charge. Domestic violence charge.
Listen, if a
no, I don't care about what y'all got to say.
The louder they are, typically the less serious in crime. It's more of like their bravado and their. That's not my style. The dude with the Nike shirt on, I think he's secretly down here.
Yeah, he's secretly done something.
Where I'm at?
Bank fraud dude is down here as well.
Yeah, I think he's up here a little bit more.
I think you're over here.
Yeah,
I think you're right here, actually.
Okay.
The way that I rank drug offenses is on like the lowest scale.
Drug offense. I wouldn't rank no drug offense.
So I still think this guy has dealt with some addiction issues and went to prison on that. I put Zane down towards the end because I think he was just
okay. But y'all keep just going back and forth. Can we do something else? Okay, reveal the crime and what they were charged with.
I was charged with misdemeanor DUI with injury.
I was charged with delivery of heroin, conspiracy to distribute heroin, and drug delivery resulting in death.
Damn, she was jugging. She was jugging the heroin. Damn, she got 3. She sat in that box for a minute. She said that she got at least 7 years. Distributing heroin, yeah, she got at least 7 years.
Dwelling and theft.
I was charged with organized fraud and grand theft.
I was charged with the Rico for armed robberies. And
I knew it. I told y'all. He was in some big, just by the way, by how argumentative he is, I could tell. He was in a Rico. Oh, he sat in that box for a minute. He had a Rico on him. And he got racketeering on the Rico. He sat in the box for a minute. I ain't gonna fake it. I give him. He did about a good 12 to 15 years. He did a good 12 to 15 years. He in his 40s, 50s. He did a good 12 to 15 years. I want to bet more.
I was charged with conspiracy to trafficking, and Rico for cannabis.
Wait, trafficking what though? That's what I want to know. Trafficking what? That's exactly what I want to know. What were you trafficking? And you got a Rico? Like damn, they was just throwing Ricos out back then, huh? When was y'all born? Like y'all, they just throwing Ricos at y'all. I heard 2 people with Ricos.
First were aggravated assault, attempted murder on a witness, murder, conspiracy. And
I knew it.
You got to go, Pop. Least serious. You got to go down to the end. He's got to go all the way to the end.
She's got to go up there.
I think she should go second because her crime injured someone.
Yep,
I think you should go third.
My personal thought is this was an accident. Dude gets high or drunk, crashes.
Right. See, look, I wouldn't put him up there for the simple fact that it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? He got a DUI charge. It was an accident. So it wasn't really like he was distributing anything or he stabbed somebody or killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I would push him to the back. Yeah, he can definitely go to the back.
Sucks. It's not an intent behind that. He wishes that day didn't happen. You made a choice.
That's what I'm saying. That's least serious.
You made it exactly. So
you got to get back here.
I think you're back over here.
Yeah, you're back over there for sure. He really tried to do it.
Take a gun or a weapon and try to rob someone. Armed robbery is serious.
Yeah, grand theft.
That's
make the wrong move and dude's dead.
Right.
So I think yours is a lot more thought out. Bad idea.
I would put him at second.
I'd put you over.
Yeah, he's second for sure.
Heroin.
Yeah, heroin. In my opinion, heroin's not a big deal. So
Heroin's not a big deal. What the? What? You know how many people grip right now that do heroin? Heroin is when you heat it up on a stove. I mean, not a stove. You heat it up on a spoon. You get a syringe. You inject it out of the syringe and shoot it in your arm. Nah, heroin is serious. Stop it. She can be. I would put her behind the Grand Theft Auto charge right here. Behind the Grand Theft charge. I'll put her in front of the Grand. No. Yeah, cause she got like a Fed charge. She got a Fed charge, so I'll put her right here. Cause heroin is serious.
Personally,
bro.
I'm like, okay, drug people are down here.
What?
I think what the intent, that is what criminal law should be based on. Willful behavior. Accidents, that's a different thing. Cause you didn't like get behind the wheel of a car and said, today's the day I'm gonna hurt someone.
Right.
But if you think
he don't even like, but the thing about it is, he don't even like talking about it. He really hurt behind that shit. He don't even really want to say that shit, bro. He really hurt. You see how he putting his head down? He still hurt, having flashbacks about that shit.
Serious, this could be an accident, but it's a really serious accident, and 5 people get killed. An accident of a truck driver slam and kill people.
He murked some. The black dude murked some for sure.
Oh, fraud. You're going down there. You're over after the guy in the black shirt.
But then she said Grand Theft.
Right here.
So fraud, in my opinion, is worse than drugs. So this girl's got to come in front of this girl.
Yeah, what?
You still belong in the front, like all the way up there.
Yeah, I still agree with that.
You need to go to number 1.
For real?
No, number 2. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Because
I wholeheartedly agree. You should not have been delivering drugs.
Okay, but what about all the times that I overdosed, but
You shouldn't
someone
have
was
bought the
there
drugs.
to Narcan me? Okay, so then you just admitted that my choice to use drugs was my choice.
It is a choice,
and therefore
but
my responsibility.
I understand. My mother died of a drug overdose too. Hey, she shouldn't have been doing drugs. I think that your crime is terrible.
Yes.
Like, you shouldn't have been selling drugs.
Yes, especially that heavy of a drug. That's why I rank her up there, is because of the heaviness of the drug. I rank them off the heaviness. So if it was fentanyl, okay, you going up there a little bit higher. If it was perks, okay, you know what I'm saying, you in the middle, because that's a prescription drug. If it was coke, okay, you going up there a little higher. You know what I'm saying? If it was heroin, you going up a little higher. See, but if it's like weed, or if it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, if it's a simple drug that can't really kill you, then no. But that specific drug can kill you. So yes,
I think you belong in number 2.
No,
You think drugs are a
2?
serious crime?
I do.
Okay, that's just about
No, number 2 is not. Nah, she like number
drugs
4,
to me is
number
not
3,
serious,
4.
So I think opposite.
Same.
Robberies, guns, murders, all that kind of stuff. A little bit hard. That's serious.
Yeah,
Her
that's serious.
choices killed someone.
No, when autonomous adults consent to the risk in the behavior they are engaging in.
That's justifying what you're doing.
I would actually be less serious than him, because the person he hit did not consent to the risk. They were out walking or driving their car. They weren't engaging in a dangerous behavior.
I would put him up there. I would put him up there a little higher for
That's
sure.
way worse than.
Yeah, it is.
I'm willfully going to get drugs.
It's a switch.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but you guys are drugs are just drugs.
I don't agree with that.
Every drug should be legal. I don't care about fentanyl should be legal.
What?
Every drug.
If people
It's a
could get
choice.
fentanyl from a pharmacy, they wouldn't die, because they
Right.
would be able to dose. Fentanyl is in every hospital every single day. And people don't overdose and die from fentanyl in a hospital. Why is that? Because people know they're
But the thing about it is, they trying to justify it. No, it's no justifying selling heroin for the simple fact that too much can kill you. And you weren't just, and she's trying to justify by saying pharmaceutical companies sell it this, and that. Pharmaceutical companies, they sell you enough to ease the pain, or, you know what I'm saying, do what it is supposed to do. When you sell people drugs, you're selling them as much as they want for profit. You know what I'm saying? And you knowing wholeheartedly, if they take all of that, they can kill themselves. So for the simple fact of that, I would put you like, you know what I'm saying, you and her, like y'all next to each other, y'all good.
Precise. The issue, why people die from drugs, is drug prohibition. That's it.
I know that. To me, it's not serious. It's a choice by everybody involved. Obviously,
This guy off the rocker right here.
In any one way or another.
That's why Black dude not saying nothing, because he know he done done
So I
some
think
shit,
this
boy.
is pretty looking good.
So I would put all drug crimes as the least serious, then accidents of whatever kind, even if they resulted in injury or death, then willful behaviors that are like non-violent, that didn't hurt someone.
Your
like
drug distribution wasn't willful?
This is like, I mean, I don't think prostitution should be illegal, because that is consenting. If it could be regulated, there wouldn't be abuses, there wouldn't be pimps.
Can't
You're
die
right,
for having
100%.
for consenting to have
100%.
sex, but okay.
Yeah, sex
But
isn't a
it's a
drug.
consensual transaction.
Can sex kill you? This, what you're selling, can kill somebody. She's trying to justify her crime. See, that's how I know she hasn't got right. You know what I'm saying? Hasn't atoned for what her crime was. She still don't see the severity of it. You can kill somebody. You can't kill somebody for prostitution. You can kill somebody from selling heroin. You didn't just sell weed. You sold heroin. It's a difference, bro. I'm not gonna lie. What do y'all think of the comments?
But it's illegal.
Are you saying that the criminal law as written in the United States is infallible and perfect?
No.
Because like being a lesbian could have got me sent to prison in previous decades.
What the fuck is she talking about?
Criminal law is a construct, a social construct. It varies by county line. How arbitrary is that? That the side of a county line you're standing on could be the difference between probation.
Look. I don't care about nothing she's talking about. She is conflicted in her head. That's why she is the way she is. You know, everything about her. She's conflicted. Everything that she's conflicted. You can just tell by the way she talks. She's conflicted with everything. She's not atoning for nothing. She's not. This is confliction. This is what confliction looks like. They try to explain themselves. That's confliction.
In 20 years.
I'm agreeing. Anything time you got a choice to do what you want, but it's a choice. Everybody has choices, man. You got to someday say, hey, fuck it, I f***ed up, and change if you wanna. If you don't want to change, that's
bro. He had a dude with a DUI. He had a choice not to get drunk that night and drive. But you go, come on, bro. Come
your
on,
own
bro.
business, you know. But you can do that.
Everything y'all did was choices. They don't. The thing is, they don't understand everything that they did was choices and decisions that they made. They trying to push it off on something. Come on, bro. You gotta get right, bro. Wait, hold on. What they say? Each con shares their personal story related to the crime that they were charged with. They are still not allowed to disclose any of their sentence. Okay.
When I was a kid, I was, a little street dealer. I moved up, and I wound up moving to Florida. And it was closer to Colombia and Jamaica. My main thing was to figure out how to get cannabis from there to here.
He sold gas. I rock with you. You ain't did nothing, man. You ain't did nothing, man. You never did nothing, man. You a good, you a good dude.
Doing a couple little airplane deals, then big boats, and then bigger airplanes, and it just wound up just getting completely out of hand,
Damn, so he had a Rico because he was selling that gas. He was on, he was peddling that. No, he was peddling that shit, boy. He was getting it off. He said big. He said it was on big. He was on planes, then boats, then bigger planes. Hey, nah, he was one of them ones. We probably know about him. He probably one of them ones for real. He got pulled
for years and years, hundreds of thousands of pounds of cannabis that year. And then I got arrested. I went away for a couple of years and got out and then got arrested again. I was set up by a friend of mine.
Damn.
He had owed me some money for an airplane that he had stolen from me and crashed.
Oh.
And that's how he put it together with me to get me into doing it, because I told him like 4 or 5 times, no, I don't want to do that. No, I'm done with that. 3 years in prison was enough for me, He kept hounding at me, and I wound up borrowing some money from some people that I shouldn't have. And when they wanted it back, that's when he got me to conspire with him. A reverse thing.
Damn, close that back door, can't be snaked by my homie. Everybody ain't y'all homies, y'all. Case in point.
Is what they called it.
Reverse thing, the undercover cops. Damn.
And that's when they had a hold on me real good.
Damn.
And I made all my time in prison good. I didn't waste any time with anything that I did in there. I tried to stay positive all the time I was in there. I tried to help as many people as I could, especially youngsters, that I would try to get them out of what they were doing.
So when I was 19, I had just gotten prescribed Xanax that day. So I ended up taking 15, and I had gone to sleep and then woken up early in the morning to drop off my friend at his house. When we pulled up to the first stoplight, I actually fell asleep, and he had woken me up and asked me if I wanted him to drive, and I told him no, I'm good, I can drive, I'm perfectly fine. Probably no less than a minute or two later, I was going down a hill and I hit a tree and flipped my car. We were both not injured from the car accident.
You could tell he hurt about this, bro.
But he ended up getting an injury from kicking out my windshield. He had scratched up his entire leg, had to get stitches on his leg, and that's why it was an injury with a DUI with injury.
So you ain't even really, damn.
So my best friend and I, we both got into OxyContin, and then they cracked down on OxyContin prescribing, so all of a sudden it was like $100 a pill, and people were scrambling, and we switched to black tar heroin.
We switched to black tar heroin.
And, you know, it took a few years before I actually got like real bad in
It looked like she hid her mind right now. Her eyes been red the whole time.
addiction. Like, both he and I, we wanted a better life. Like, we didn't want that.
Look, she
but
trying to give a sob story.
addiction is hell, you know? And in that time,
I understand though, I understand.
my friend Justin, he was going to jail and he got out. He was trying to do the recovery thing, but he just couldn't manage it. So within a couple months, he relapsed, and he texted his drug dealer to deliver him a gram. And on the way to deliver it, his drug dealer got a flat tire. And he knew that I lived with a drug dealer. And so that night, he was gonna be dope sick, and he had to go to work in the morning or else he's gonna violate his parole. And so he texted me asking if I could middleman a gram. And I did. He came over to my apartment. I asked if he wanted to stay and hang out, and he said, no, I gotta work in the morning. And he left. And because he was right outside of Multnomah County on the Washington County line, he overdosed and died that night alone in his bedroom. And Washington County at that time was treating overdoses like murder. And so they raided my apartment the next day and charged me with drug delivery resulting in death. For my
Damn.
best friend's death, and against the wishes of his family, who really
Damn. I know this hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I know this hurt right here, boy. Your best friend, you selling your best friend some drugs and he overdosed, bro. That's why y'all can't get off into the drug game. You can get off into the drug game, but if it's a drug that can potentially kill you, you know what I'm saying? If it's a high risk drug, bro, you can't get off into the drug game.
He tried to get them to drop the case. You know, they always say like, oh, but what about the victim? So in this case, his mom was listed as my victim, and she's going to court opposing the prosecution and writing a letter on my behalf at sentencing. But victims' voices only matter when they align with the punitive interests of the prosecution. So Justin was a criminal while he lived, jail, jail, prison, prison. And the first time he was ever treated as a victim was after he died. And then all of a sudden they had over $1 million to prosecute and lock us up.
Damn.
They didn't have money for treatment while he lived.
Damn.
When I was 18, I was living on my own. I had a 2-year-old daughter, and
Damn, you went to jail when you had a kid?
was approached by my sister, and she told me that she had an opportunity for me to make some money. I would get paid $10,000 for every $40,000 that I would withdraw from the bank. I agreed because I was naive. What I had to do was open up a bank account, and in turn, she gave it to the people that she was working with. They added my information to a millionaire's account, and they were transferring money from his account into my solo account. I found that out afterward. I didn't know.
Damn. So you was just a crash dummy. You was just a crash dummy. They just used you. Did you say your sister, bro? Your sister set you up. I won't even talk to her no more. What? Your sister set you up. You ain't even. They was yamming. Basically what happened with her, she was scared. I mean, they were scamming. They like, look, woo, you know what I'm saying? Bank information, you know what I'm saying? We get you paid, you know what I'm saying? And she tapped that line, and she, damn.
Know how the money actually got in my account before this. And when we got there, I was instructed to, at the first bank, to take out less than $10,000 so that the red flags don't go up. There was 2 men, and they were the drivers driving me and my sister. I also had my 2-year-old daughter with me.
What? You took your 2-year-old?
At this point, I didn't even know I was committing a crime. We made it to the as soon as I left the bank, I gave the money to the guys. At the third bank, I go in and I go to the teller, I give her my ID, and I gave her another slip to take out money, and I knew right away something was wrong. I saw her reach under the desk, which I'm guessing that's when she pressed the button and she alerted the police. When the bank was swarmed with police officers, I automatically knew that it was for me. Like, I felt it. And I got on the phone, I called my sister right away, which she was right outside with the guys in the car. And they left. They left me at the bank. I was completely alone, 2 hours away from home, didn't know where I was at. I was 18 years old. So that night I went to jail, and I had a $10,000 bond, and I was bonded out by the guys. But
Okay.
a couple days later, they were knocking at my door. Come to find out, they were trying to harm me because they thought that I had, given them away, even though nobody else got arrested. I was the only one ever charged for the crime. It was a huge organized fraud ring. They had over 55 victims, $1.something million was stolen.
Damn.
And I was also a victim because I had no idea what was going on behind the scenes. I was just told to open up a bank account. So at the end, I was charged with organized fraud. It was a white collar crime and grand theft.
Damn. Oh no, she belongs in the end. She probably belong next to Pops right here. She belong next to Pops right here. Damn, she belong next to Pops right here. I did not, bro. Yo, she didn't rat though. That's the craziest thing. Like, for real, they owe her money. They come knocking at her door. They owe her money. As soon as they would have knocked on my door, I ain't snitch on you. Where my cut at? You know what I'm saying? She could have ratted on them. She could have snitched on them, gave them all up. She ain't rat on her sister. She ain't rat on the two dudes that they was with. She 100. She solid.
I started getting in trouble as a younger kid. 9 years old was my first charge, and they tried to take me to detention, and it didn't work because you had to be 10. So from the time I hit 10 through 18, I did a decent little chunk here and there. From detention, 16, I got put on state's custody. That's when I started doing drugs. I broke my wrist snowboarding at 16 years old and got addicted to pain pills. So from 16 basically till 18 through high school, I was addicted to heroin and opiates. It was constant drug tests, kept getting dirty UAs. I couldn't stay clean and sober. It was just unfamiliar for me. Strangely enough, I have a scar on my right arm, if you may be able to see it. I was one of the first people to get sentenced to get an opiate blocker installed in my arm. 19 years old.
Damn, that's crazy.
I robbed my drug dealer's house. Nothing was exciting in the safe, unfortunately, but that was the crime that I had committed, was burglary of a dwelling and theft. And at 19 years old, they sentenced me to prison for burglary of a dwelling and theft. Not the amount of time.
Damn.
But yeah, those were my original charges, but it was heavily drug related leading up to that.
Damn. He was just in a bad mental space. He was drugging hard. I understand drugging hard, bro. You in a bad mental space, they drugging hard. It ain't numb the pain, but it ain't gonna last forever, bro. Nothing good comes from drugs, bro.
Started young. I started in organized crime at 12. Moved up, went to the service. Then I got out. Then I ended up being the biggest jewel robber in the United States. Robbed 15 to 18 million. I was hooked up with organized crime.
Wait. We're not gonna skip past that. Like, you're ready to say 15 to 18 million. Y'all know how much money 15 to 18 million? You need to be done robbing. That should have been your last lick. As soon as I done hit that M, it'd have been over with.
So, but when I got arrested with helicopters, and it was fed because the state I had the mayor in my pocket, and we had the whole town.
Damn, so he was like that. Nah, dude was like that. He probably got pulled. He was in the service. He had the mayor in his pocket. He was part of an organized organized crime ring, and they robbed jewelry stores for 18 to 15 million. You should have got out. He was too deep in. That's what you remember. Y'all don't ever watch the movie In Too Deep? Yeah, he was in too deep.
Couldn't touch us. These were daytime robberies. I would go into the store. I would tie everybody up. I was, a professional. I knew who was coming, who was going. The cops were coming to hold everything. The people we had.
He on some money heist shit. Hey, this nigga cold. He on some money heist shit.
Boom, team take him down. Boom, tag. We never gagged anyone because we don't want to murder anybody, because if they puke, they die. So we didn't do that. So after, we got him in there.
He know it to the T. He probably could get off from robbing 20 stores right now and get away.
I mean, there was a robbery. I had dynamite and everything, but thank God we didn't use it, because we were going to kidnap somebody, but we didn't, because that's no statute of limitation on that crime. And then even crazier, after that, I go away for not telling. So when I go away, while I'm in there, I get charged with another crime, for protecting somebody, and then after that, then got out.
Oh no, he got pulled. He had a phone in jail, and this was probably like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. He got pulled. He got a phone in jail. He was one of them ones. They'd be like, hey, yeah, Larry, my guy. Oh, Larry, you know Big Larry? Oh, okay.
Been all over.
Phew, that conversation was so interesting. It reminds me of that unfortunate time that Billy ran his unicycle into an open pothole.
Yeah, didn't he like dislocate both his arms? And
Such a treacherous
wait, for you,
Philly
case
was weird.
maybe doubling.
Please.
I was a teenager. I got into the drug game early, about 15, 16 years old. You know, I lived in with my mom. I had 4 sisters. I'm the only boy.
Where are you from?
Struggle all her life, trying to take care of 5 kids by herself. So when I was in the streets hanging out, like the drug game was easy. We just stand in the corner hanging out. So I'm hanging out with them, but I ain't making no money. So I decided I'm gonna start hustling along with them. And then we started hustling. We started making money, and we started getting good at it. And we just got more into the game, from weed to serving cakes, cocaine, and then crack. You know, so with that came a lot of
he was deep into
fights, a lot of arguments. A month after I got out of prison, I got locked up for a drug case previously. Then I bailed myself out. Then one of my friends got murdered. When he got murdered, I didn't get no therapy for it, nothing like that. So I was kind of traumatized by it, and I was angry. I was hurt, and I had a mindset of that nobody else in my friends would get killed, or my family. So I was dealing with that kind of issue, and then we got into another issue with some other guys at a skating ring where we got into a shootout. I wound up killing one of the guys who was shooting at us, and was on a run for like 3 weeks. Then I got locked up, and when I got locked up, I was charged with a slew of charges that they gave us, the 5 charges, and then I was sent to jail at 19 years old.
Damn, I know he did at least 10 to 15. I know he did at least. He might have did 20 years. He might have did 20 years in there, y'all. He might have did 20 to 25 in there. I'm not gonna lie. Murder, he might have did 20 to 25 in there, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say I'm gonna switch Zane. Yeah, y'all too. Just switch. Y'all too. That kind of good. Good. The car accident was just him being intoxicated. This scratch on his front leg, something that he kind of inflicted on himself trying to get out.
Yeah, Zane in the back. Then I would go, Zane in the back, then him. Yeah, this is a good lineup. Wait, no. You know who else I would put in the back? I would put the girl who did the fraud with the key in the car. I would put her in the middle of Dude and Pops.
For that,
her and Pops.
But he got charged for it.
I could make the argument with these two still, because there was a death involved. You kind of knew something was fishy, obviously. Nobody just gives people 10 grand. And yours was not willfully like, hey, I want to hurt my best friend. Obviously, no, but the result was your best friend died.
I would actually switch these two down here, because the guy you shot was just as likely to have shot you.
Right. But we talking about serious, like most serious. Oh wait, no, he did. Yeah. Switch them two, because he was just on some. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to lose my life shit, but he was robbing stores, so I would put him before him. Yeah, I would switch them two for sure.
There wasn't enough money to come into your community and alleviate poverty, but there was enough money to put you in prison for I don't know how long. So there's unlimited funds to lock people up, but not enough funds to lift people up. But just like whether you were the victim or the perpetrator that day was a coin toss. This gentleman traumatized I don't know how many people for the life, especially in these particular circumstances where the guy you killed was sort of consenting to the risk. He was shooting at you, right? I would put you at the front.
Yeah.
Interesting argument.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree, because it was self-defense and he tied people up, and that is traumatizing.
Damn, so he really couldn't wait. So could the black guy plead self-defense? Because if he was shooting at both of them, was shooting at each other. But I guess since he went on the run, was that like, I just want to know how he got a murder charge. If it was literally self-defense because somebody was shooting at him. But I mean, he was dealing crack and he probably had a previous rap sheet, so they just booked him.
It hurt anybody doing a robbery.
You did.
It's our opinion. It's our opinion.
Listen, I get it. Listen.
That's traumatizing. You probably gave someone PTSD.
100% I did. 100% I did.
So what is that? How many people is that?
But you got it. No, I tried over 100 people. But
go back. Just go back. Just go back.
Listen, I didn't rob old people. I protected old people. Listen, although what I did was wrong, there is a code I lived by. I never hurt somebody unless they were in my business. If you were in the drug business or you were in the loan sharking business, the bookmaking business, then you're fair game.
Or if they were in the jewelry store.
Well, those jewelry stores didn't pay protection. There's a whole thing. The mob is a whole different animal how we work.
Because they weren't in.
I'm not saying right. Again, I changed my life.
I don't think you're taking responsibilities for
Yeah, you gotta take responsibility, bro. You really rob banks, like you really rob shit. Like you gotta take responsibility, Gary.
Especially if they stay in the jewelry business, and now every day when they go to work in the profession that they've had for their entire life, they're gonna think it's today the day. It's today the day.
Listen, they couldn't get one person to come testify against me. Not one. You know why?
Because they were scared.
No.
You were in the mob, bro.
Listen, you're wrong. And I'll tell you why, and I mean this. They said, he's a nice guy. I robbed a store in Sarasota, Florida. Great store. Doing old people come in. I put them down nicely. I didn't even tie them up.
You tied
up
no.
I was listen.
Come down nicely.
I had the two people in the store tied up.
He made a nice bow.
The girl, I used to do it in a suit and all. They buzz, oh, here's people, I'm already robbing it. We went in, took them down. I let them in. I opened my jacket, I said, you're in a robbery. The old lady goes, I go, no. You come with me. I put them in a chair. I put another one, no trauma. I said to him,
okay, there's one time you helped this old couple out. You said you robbed 18 to 15 million. There's more than one store, doofus.
Listen to me. Listen, dog, listen.
Some people really just don't understand.
Don't do anything. Give me 5 minutes and we're out of here. Just get up and call the police. She said, okay. In the newspaper the next day it said, they were nice guys. They had a story until they're dead. But who?
She was still traumatized.
No shit. Why are you see, there's where snowflakes do it. And I'm not calling anybody snowflake.
It's my opinion.
Again, good. No, I agree. But we got to get tough. We got to get where listen, things happen to all of us. He had addiction issues. He turned around. He didn't fucking say, oh, me. Fuck it. I'm gonna stop this shit. And you fucking changed. I love people who change. I changed.
Mm-hmm. When you're in that criminal lifestyle, to you at that time, you thought you were being gentle with them. You were being nice. I didn't gag them. I didn't do this. They're living a regular people life. Mm-hmm. That is
right. He making a lot of sense, bro. These are civilians. You already signed up for this. You know what comes with it. But these are civilians. You know what I'm saying? They not aware.
Regular old couple cruising through the jewelry store looking for your new watch or whatever. Dude rolls up. Hey, let me gently tie your ass up. That's pretty rough for them. You know what I mean? Like at their psyche at that point, it's rough.
So nice, you know. But listen, I'm sure I tied up an asshole once, and he deserves to be tied up.
Okay, but you opened your jacket to flash guns after?
Just like well, it was a BB gun. I never used a real gun.
They didn't know that though.
Right.
But yeah, they didn't know.
There's trauma.
But I think
I don't use guns because he had a lot of time.
You have a strict moral code so that you can sleep at night, but it's within the mindset of like the criminal lifestyle. Like, you're right, you traumatized them less than you could have, and that's good.
Right.
But you did hurt them.
Yeah,
You're justifying it so that you can be at peace with yourself. And although you've changed, I still feel like that's traumatizing to people.
But we live in a fluid, crazy, violent world.
No, but most people don't.
Most people don't.
Most people do. No. Most people do.
Listen, you said you had the mayor in your pocket. I can infer from that a lot of things about your connections and your power.
Your power. You got some pull
at that time, which would maybe deter people from wanting to testify.
I get you're 100% right, but when you have parties in cities and you take care of the city and the people there, the poor people, never paid for a thing. I did things for that town. Now, to this day, there's pictures and they talk about, because I help families with kids. Give them
That's cool, but you still committed a crime.
People just think of crime as, oh, that guy, throw him away. But there's a lot of economy in crime.
But they say the ends don't justify the means.
You're number one.
Humanity.
I personally don't think that Larry takes responsibility for his actions. I think he just thinks that it was just nothing. So I feel like if it presented itself, he's probably likely to reoffend, in my opinion.
Seriously, I got to switch with him.
No, you're number one. No, you're number one.
No, you're definitely at the front. Even though this was just cannabis, if you're at the level of like
planes,
like planes and stuff. Like that is.
I
Stuff
wouldn't
I've
say
only
that's,
seen in the movies.
but I wouldn't say that's more offense, like more serious. Because I mean, it's not a drug that can kill you. And now, if he was peddling fentanyl off a plane, okay, no, you're number 3, number 4. You know what I'm saying? But he was peddling weed.
Blow, man. Like that is like Hollywood to me, and like the level of profit you were making off that. That's some crime. Like I mean, like that really is like. Organized crime to the highest degree.
So you're to like the lowest power, and he was to the highest degree on marijuana?
I mean,
right.
He was making, I don't know, did you say how much money you were making?
No.
Okay.
How much money were you making?
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
Right.
Lots of money.
I'm just thinking if his was more serious than yours, because you were how old?
Yeah, that's why I would say him, her, and Pop switch for sure.
18.
When you're that young, it's so hard to conceive of like abstract consequences, which is what, like, you had no idea how much time you were facing.
I see. It was more organized than mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, one takes a small army, and one takes one person.
So
You were doing it for a lot of years. My crime took one day, that's it. And it was
That's what
like,
I'm saying. But it would have took more than one day if you didn't get caught.
maybe.
All right? You would have
maybe.
continued and continued.
You're right.
Till
Maybe.
you drained the account.
How long was your organization?
I don't know, 10, 12.
Oh, yeah.
Switching
The way I think.
Right here.
Your
All right.
pot.
The way I think about it is, you had the most serious crime. All right.
In self-defense?
Especially when it comes to a human life. And it was an accident with what happened with you, but there was a human life involved. So you would be next to him. As far as serious crimes, as far as serious stuff went down.
You're still number one.
You're still on the end.
number one.
Come on.
He keeps trying to move, nigga. You fucked up.
But I just so profoundly disagree with that. You're using this framework of like human life, that being the end all be all. If there
Bro, no, we not being, bro. No, if somebody died under your crime, it's definitely more serious because a life was taken, somebody died from it. But if it's something like money or something invaluable or somebody just got a little injured, I would say it's less than somebody dying. Somebody died off what you did. It's hard for you to sleep at night. Somebody died off what you did. But for her, she just did fraud. You know what I'm saying? She's not missing no sleep at night from doing fraud. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's levels to it.
But circumstances matter.
It kind of is the end all be all, though,
matters.
because like you can recover from a financial disaster. You can recover from someone robbed me. You can't recover from
a
death.
death.
So that's why there's a little bit more seriousness to that. Because they don't get a chance anymore.
The day before, it could have been Justin middlemaning me the gram, and I overdosed for the 13th time. Okay, that is a coin flip of a
Okay, what does that mean?
But it was still.
Somebody still died.
I'm not saying I believe in the charge at all. Nobody there has, had people charged with losing a life. You did. So he's got a point that being up here. You should go here. Move up.
He trolling.
You should be on the end. And you should be here.
Yeah. What is he doing? You need to be
feel like
first.
self-defense should be the worst crime. I would definitely kill somebody if they're shooting at me. Definitely.
But what
I don't
led
care.
up to him shooting at him? Like he's in that world. They're going after each other, so they know that, right?
Okay, but the people he tied up weren't in that world. He needs to
That's
be
why
at the
I'm with
front.
you. I could make the argument that dude's down here.
He's up front, I would say.
The red is number one,
up
yeah,
front
for
Red's
sure.
number one.
Yeah.
He tied up.
Yeah, for sure.
Tied up over.
For sure, red number one.
That's pretty true.
Do I have to move?
Yep, this perfect lineup.
and-
Perfect lineup right here. Don't move nothing. This is the exact perfect lineup. If y'all say some otherwise, no.
Nike should switch spots.
Oh, me and Pop?
No, not
Nope,
you.
nope, you're good.
You're good. You're good right there.
So you
What?
all the way in front of.
Wow,
her.
who put this in there?
Yeah,
Who put my man over there?
I
He's
would
down with
switch
me.
you two.
It's
She's in my
self-defense.
crew.
What's that?
Yeah, switch.
What?
That's it.
They think I did
Yeah,
something
you can't
serious.
be more serious. But then wait, no, man,
Yeah,
I can't
switch was
be.
switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
No, fuck no. Pop shouldn't be on it. He didn't kill nobody, bro. Pop should be Pop should be next to blue shirt right here. Pop should be but in front of black shirt and in front of black tank top and next to blue shirt.
This is debatable, but again.
No, he's totally on the other end of this, man. He had no life lost.
No life lost.
We don't know that.
No life lost.
Go down to right after the guy black. No, the DUI.
Right.
Oh, no, the girl. Come on, she knew more than she said. Go to the back.
She knew more than
You go to the back. She knew more.
You don't like me.
You're not getting 10
It's
grand
okay.
out of 40.
Yeah.
I also feel like you need.
Insurance.
No. Nope. Not all the time.
Yeah, FDIC.
Not all the
Yes, FDIC. Yes, FDIC. You got your money back for sure.
Thank you to the FDIC.
I also feel like you need to be up more, just because like that's some pretty serious criminal activity.
Yeah, I'll say in between black
You
tank top.
ask me, even if it's just with weed.
All right.
So I'd put you like right after her.
No, he.
After her.
Yeah, right,
Right here.
yeah, right there.
I don't know. I would put him there behind blue shirt.
Are you guys sure this is your final ranking?
Yes.
No.
Behind blue shirt.
In 7th place, we have Zane with the shortest sentence.
Damn, really? I mean, yeah, he only had a
Place,
DUI.
We have Dallas.
What? She did more time than him? Oh, Fed cases. They don't play about the Fed cases.
We have Morgan.
She did more time than her?
In 4th, Camille. In 3rd, we have Will.
Oh my God, they put him under the jail. He had a serious week, yo. It's because of how much money he was making off of it. They didn't care about the weed. They didn't care about none of that. It's because of how much money he was making off of it, and they couldn't tax it. Exactly why they gave him so many years. How much I would have bet.
In 2nd, we have Larry.
He did more time than Larry?
1st, we have Richard.
Oh my God, they wasn't playing
For
with him.
DUI with injury, I was sentenced to 2 years without a license, 3 months of rehab, and 3 months of DUI classes.
Okay, yeah.
Burglary of a dwelling and theft, I was sentenced to 0 to 5 years in state prison.
Because of mitigating circumstances, I was pled down to conspiracy to distribute heroin and sentenced to 5 years.
For organized fraud and grand theft, I was sentenced to 6 years in state prison.
Damn, she did 6 years? Oh my God, she did 6 years for taking out some bands. I'm telling you, they don't be playing with y'all. The niggas that scam, boy, they gon' come for y'all ass, bro. Y'all gotta cut it out, bro. They just building cases. It's people still getting locked up for cases in 2020 of scamming, bro. They want y'all. They want all of them people that scamming. They want y'all. FDIC want y'all.
15 to 30 years.
For Rico, organized crime, and Hobbs Act robbery, I was sentenced to 4 12-year sentences.
What the fuck is that? 48 years? Wait, 4 12-year sentences. What the fuck? What does that even mean? 4 12-year sentences. That's 48 sentences, right? I mean, that's 48 years, right? What the? How did he even get out?
Charged with conspiracy to trafficking, and racketeering for cannabis.
Oh my God, they Rico him. They want him in there. I know 6ix9ine got Rico. He was gonna do life in there.
And I was sentenced to 98 years on a reverse thing.
98 years? 98 years. God damn, 98 years? How the fuck is he out? What, he got probation at the 60th year? What the 90 years? Oh no, I would have said you gotta kill me. I would have been fighting in the courtroom.
Each other, how much time you guys actually served?
I spent 5 days in jail.
Between juvenile, detention, wilderness, foster care, all that stuff included, jail, all that stuff. The longest one-time stretch I did in prison was 18 months, but I've done roughly 5 years total. They sentenced me to 18 months contingent upon completion of the HOPE program, which was like a...
What the hell? He ran into somebody's crib and only got 18 months? He did a year for running somebody's crib? Oh, people that run to people's crib nowadays, they getting 5 to 7.
Program. I completed that program, got out, and was still a drug addict. Picked up more charges after, and luckily they sent me to, it's called drug court, and that's where I found
okay, buddy, that's all right.
All about.
To beat the drug deal, served 4.5 years. They gave me a much lower sentence. I was able to beat the drug delivery, resulting in death, because the prosecutor said I did not meet the typical definition of a drug dealer. And
right.
Again, because my friend's mom was opposing the prosecution. They sort of dropped it to the minimum that they could without making it look like there was extreme sentencing disparities.
I served 4.5 years.
Okay.
I got out on probation, violated my probation. I got sent back. I did around 9 months.
I was sentenced to 15 to 30 years, but I wound up getting 10 years.
Sent back and did around 9 months.
I was sentenced to 15 to 30 years, but I wound up getting 10 years suspended for the conspiracy, and I served 10 to 20 years. 10 years in prison, 10 years on the street.
I ended up doing 412s duty. You have to do the 12 because I lost good time. Total 14 and a half years with 12 straight on the Fed bit.
Man, my time in prison was pretty wild because I spent 3 years in the hole, over a year straight in.
3 years in a hole. Yo, he was beating ass, shanking shit. He was one of them ones beating ass, shanking shit, all type of shit.
In the hole, I was abused, strapped down, naked, beaten, peed on by guards, all documented, and that's for all fighting the abuses of prison. Had a rough time, but I did quit. Got my law degree, and now I help a lot of people.
I spent 32.
God, oh no, 32 years in prison? They was calling his ass Mouse in there. He was the old man with the librarian books. They called his ass Mouse. Yo, 32 years in prison, I couldn't do it. 32, you would have had to take me out, bro. Or I would have got taken out. I would have crashed out in there for sure. I'm not doing 32.
On this day for day.
A lot of people.
I've spent 32 calendars day for day before I got out.
32 years for weed? Oh my.
Security prison. I'm the longest serving nonviolent inmate in the history of this country.
Man, you didn't even kill nobody and he got 32 years. He must have been doing this in the 70s when shit was hella illegal or something, bro.
They couldn't have gave me any more time.
Man,
when
they couldn't.
Said that to me, I was like, I looked over at my lawyer and I said, they're not serious, are they? He said, don't say a word about it. We'll get you back. It's an illegal sentence, da-da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, make a long story short, I spent 32 calendars.
Do you feel like your crime matched your sentence?
For me personally, I did do what I did. I take accountability for it, and I did 18 months, which at the time was a lifetime when I was 19 years old, but it was expected. That was the life I was living at the time, so it's like I don't feel bad about the amount of time that I received for it. I felt it was somewhat fair.
Right.
I get where you do time. We all do time. I probably got away with more than I did. But when you see pedophiles get very little time, I think that the sentencing disparities, I'm not saying that it was wrong. I deserve to be in prison. I'm one of them. But a lot of people did not deserve to do the time they did, or the length of time they did.
Man,
obviously.
32 years,
So
that's
lot of
half your
disparities,
life.
So, but I got to say, it did what I did.
I think I got a great break from not getting that
Man,
time.
murder and you only did 10? I'm not going to, well, 15 to 30 and you did 10 and you got out on probation and did another 10. So I'm not going to lie, that was yeah.
Or getting life in prison.
Yeah, you could got life.
I would get life in prison. Because a few of my friends were getting life for lesser crimes. Or just having conspiracy to a murder, and they got life.
As someone who struggled with addiction, for all those overdoses I had, where Justin technically is the one who sold me the dope, even if it was just like middlemaning, to think that if I would have died, he could have been charged with that makes me sick. But for my 5-year sentence for what I was charged with, because that carries a 20-year mandatory minimum.
Right.
And if I was black, I would still be in prison.
Right. Oh my God, I'm so happy she said it, bro. Because I would have said the same thing about him. He got 18 months in jail for running into somebody's crib, armed robbery, right? If he was black, he would have been thrown under. He would have got 32 years. I wouldn't say 32, but he would have got at least 18 years in jail, bro. For real, bro. They be giving our ass some time.
I cannot be mad about my 5 years when people all across this country are serving way longer.
That's respect. That's respect to her. I respect the shit out of her. for the honesty that she just came with. That is respect. That is respect for real, because you know that your skin color that was low-key a privilege in your sentences, for real, because distributing heroin is a serious thing, especially when it's leading to death. If somebody would have died on fentanyl and they was black, if they was in your situation, they would have did a whole lot more time than you, bro. Double.
Charged with that. I'm really sick of burying my friends.
Man.
And it
Stop
seems
doing
like
drugs.
right now we wait for an overdose to occur so we can punish someone instead of preventing it.
Yeah, we need to start
know
helping
what
people.
prevents overdoses.
Stop something.
And it's not sending people to prison. But
Right.
that's still like the go-to
That's because they make money off jail. They want all y'all in that month. They make money off y'all. The government makes money off y'all.
Government is doing. It makes me mad that we can spend millions of dollars either putting, people in jail or prison for possession, my charge, which is users most often. It's not like kingpins like it was intended. It's just users. And
Yeah, it's
putting
just
people in
user.
prison for 20 years. When if you think about it like
Great these countries. You go and we know it's not working. It's a big thing. How many jobs are involved?
That I done for the crime, the time was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
They have to make
Ridiculous.
adjustments in this country. There's
No, for
doubt
real.
about it. It's out of control.
That
And
shit
there's-
is sickening.
And there's so many people still in prison.
Right.
For the crime that I was in.
Life.
prison for,
Some people
for
do life.
nonviolent Cannabis charge. There's over 50,000 people in prison right now
For cannabis charges, and that shit
that need
legal.
to come home.
Right.
When they
Right.
told me 98 years, I said, you got to be kidding me.
You gotta be
For
fucking kidding me.
nonviolent-
I was only selling weed. This line can kill you. You smoke too much weed, you just gonna go to sleep. You do too much heroin, you could die. You smoke too much weed, you're just gonna go to sleep. I didn't even do nothing, bro. I didn't kill nobody, bro. It's not like a drug that can kill people. I was just making a lot of money off of it, so y'all pissed about that. That's exactly what it was.
Cannabis charge? Something
Man.
that doesn't hurt people. It only makes them feel better.
Right.
They got a pain in their foot, or they got a headache, or
That's
they want to
crazy.
just relax. It's really quite incredible.
Man, half your life.
The last Prisoners Project found out about me through my daughter and my son.
Damn, so they would have gave him the rest of it if they have somebody else to get him out. Oh
my
my
nephew. They got in touch with me, and within 2 months I was home. And I was facing the rest of my life in prison.
Oh my
The bottom line is they let me out because they were afraid of what would happen
If they
'cause
kept
the
him
media
in.
got a hold of it.
Right.
All the politicians were already getting in line to see how they could get their hands in it, and that's more or less. They didn't want the media on them.
Right,
That's
right.
how fast it happened. I mean, it was like, you got to be kidding! I'm going home.
What are you doing now?
He probably thought he was.
Now I'm in the cannabis business in the state of Florida. Cannabis, buds, and
Back to the
pre-rolls.
gas.
I'm looking to. I'm expanding as we're speaking right now.
I've got like just a just a thought, I guess. I've been out of prison for 17 years now. It feels like it was yesterday. I called my dad the other day. I'm like, I've been out for 17 years. It's crazy. I went when I was 19. My life today, the people that know me today, they would have no clue if they watch this and they're like, what? My solar guy is a prisoner? What the? Like, no way. So like, people can change, things get different.
Yeah.
My life today is significantly different than what it was back in the, when I was actively involved in criminal behavior. But yeah, life gets better. Keep
pushing on.
Change, so that's kind of the
Just keep pushing on, man.
This was a super. This was a super thing today. This was.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. No, I really enjoyed that. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it that much, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I really think I ain't know I was gonna enjoy it that much, bro. That was some real deal shit right there. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's crazy to see, man, the slightest thing could put you in a hole for the rest of your life. The two biggest things, I say this all the time, two biggest things in your life is your freedom and your life. It's nothing more important than your freedom in your life. So, bro, just stay free. Stop using drugs. Because obviously, from the people that you've seen, any type of drug that you use can, you know what I'm saying? Like, any type of drug that you use, bro, if it's like, you know what I'm saying? If it's weed, okay, I understand. But if you ain't rich, you shouldn't be smoking weed. Two, any type of other drug, bro, if you can die from it by overdosing on it, You shouldn't take it. No cap. You shouldn't take it. Acid, Zans, anything that you can use that can prevent you, like, you know what I'm saying, can take your life away. Don't use it. No cap. But if y'all like that Real Deal video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for post notifications so you know when I drop another Real Deal video. And I'm going to catch y'all next Real Deal video. Real Deal gang.